We have been closely following the Slater case. 19-year-old goes on vacation with friends to Tenerife and vanishes without a trace. One of the last people to see Jay is convicted drug dealer, Ayub, which raises a bunch of questions on its own. The last person to have contact with Jay is his friend, Lucy, who many feel is not telling the entire story. She left early because she was tired on the last night, and apparently stayed in a rental property too, even though her parents own an apartment in Tenerife. Ayub's Airbnb was pretty remote, and quite a drive from Jay's accommodation, but for some reason Jay decided to go back with these two men. Ayub booked the rental under the name Ayub Abdul, which is why we initially thought his surname was Abdul. It was also initially said he was 40 years old. Turns out Ayub's surname is Qasim, and he is 31 years old. Many questioned why he booked the property under a false surname. Could it just be for privacy and safety reasons, or could it be that he was hiding something? You are not obligated to use your legal name and surname when booking an Airbnb is what I understand. Does he have other fake surnames that he uses when making bookings and online profiles? Well, people believe that this Facebook profile is Ayub using another surname. Here his surname is Ayub Gambi. He has a Somali flag in his profile, and has been a member of the Slater discussion Facebook group all along. Well, someone texted Ayub, saying, "I'm sure you undated with messages, but can I ask you a genuine question? I can imagine you have become social media famous. How does it feel?" I think what many people can't get their heads around is why did Jay comes back to your B&B in Masca? That's miles away if his hotel was close by to the rave he was at. So, Ayub decided to reply to this guy, saying only answering because you've come on a cool one. I'm good pals with his pal. They've all just left him, and he said, "Bro, I ain't got the key to my hotel, and everyone has left me, can I stay at yours?" I said, "Yes lad, mind you it's a bit of a drive." He said no props, drove back, gave him the sofa and a blanket, and a towel to wash up when he woke up. I done what any good mate would do for his mate's mate. So, these texts are interesting because now we hear that Jay didn't have the key to his room. I find it so interesting that different surnames he uses, as well as how he chose to book a rental so remote and out of the way. Screams that something dodgy was going on. Tried to prove that this account is the same Ayub we talking about in Jay's case, and I went all the way back to 2011. Saw someone tagging Ayub Gambi, and this sure does look like him to me, a younger version obviously. Definitely makes me wonder why Ayub has so many different surnames.